from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening. Welcome to the National News broadcast coming to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. I'm Kasanibala Chandra.
And I'm Siobhan Pereira. Let's take a look at the headlines this evening. President says the exceptional efforts of the Committee on Public Accounts has enhanced efficiency within the public sector. Minister Keheli Rambukwala says organized campaigns are underway to disrupt the free health service in the country. The Road Development Authority says reports published of the removal of nails from the new Kalani Bridge are baseless. The Inland Revenue Amendment Draft Bill directed for the clearance of the Attorney General. Talim cyclone lashes China and Vietnam. Sri Lankan athletes victorious at the Asian Athletic Championship returns to the island.
We move on to those and other stories in detail, and in your top local story tonight, President Ranil Wickremesinghe commends the Committee on Public Accounts for their exceptional efforts in enhancing efficiency within the public sector.
Now, he made these remarks during the Gold and Silver Awards ceremony held at the Parliament complex today. The ceremony was held to present Gold and Silver Awards to 65 high-performing government institutions for the years 2019 and 2020 based on the reports of the Committee on Public Accounts. Accordingly, a total of 833 government institutions underwent evaluation. Among them, 15 institutions received Gold Awards, while 30 institutions received Silver Awards. The award ceremony took place virtually via Zoom technology with participation from over 1,000 government institutions. President Ranil Wickremesinghe highlighted the Parliament's special responsibility in ensuring financial discipline and stressed the importance of utilizing power effectively to prevent financial crisis. He acknowledged the achievements of high-performing government institutions which were honored at the ceremony. The President emphasized the significance of digitalization, innovation and the need for unified efforts to drive economic progress. He called for effective control of public expenditure, maximizing value, boosting revenues and strengthening the country's economy through a robust administrative mechanism. The President underlined the importance of joining the regional comprehensive economic partnership and expanding relations with India as essential steps towards building a strong economy. Addressing obstacles faced in agricultural modernization, the President acknowledged the challenges arising from divided institutions. He urged the prioritization of programs aimed at overcoming these obstacles and achieving progress in the agricultural sector. Each year, the computer network systems developed by the information systems and management departments of the Parliament evaluates the public accounting methods. Financial control and performance of state, provincial councils and local governments are evaluated as well. This evaluation process is overseen by the Committee on Public Accounts and investigated by the Auditor General. Based on the assessment, government institutions demonstrating outstanding performance are honored with awards.
මේ සියල්ලම අරගත්තාම 1200ක් 1300ක් තියෙනවා. මේ තනි ඒකක හැටියට ගෙනියන්න බෑ. මේ සියල්ලම එක ආණ්ඩුවක් හැටියට යන්න තියෙනවා. එක සැලැස්මක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න තියෙනවා. මේක මගේ දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ මේ තියෙනවා මම වෙන කාටවත් දෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියන්න බෑ. මං හිතන්නේ වැඩියෙන්ම මූල්‍ය කටයුතු ගැන කොමිටි තියෙන පාර්ලිමේන්තුවක් තමයි ලංකාවේ පාර්ලිමේන්තුව. ඒකට සහයෝගය දෙන්න දැන් අපි පාර්ලිමේන්තු අයවැය කාර්යාලයක් ඇති කරනවා. පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට පුළුවන් වෙනම මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශය ආණ්ඩුව දෙන එක ඒ පිළිබඳ තමන්ගේ විග්‍රහය කරන්න. එකඟ වෙන්න පුළුවන්, එකඟ නොවුනොත් සාකච්ඡා කරන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද මූල්‍ය බලය තියෙන පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට. මේ මූල්‍ය බලය පාර්ලිමේන්තුව පාවිච්චි නොකරපු නිසා තමයි අද මේ තත්ත්වයට අපි ආවේ. විශේෂයෙන් මම තීරණය කරා එක අතකින් RCEP සංවිධානයට යන්න. Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම අධිදිග ආසියාව, නැගෙනහිර ආසියාව, ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාව, නිව්සීලන්තේ ඒ වෙළඳ පොළට යන්න. එයාට අපේ වෙළඳ පොළට එන්න තියෙනවා. අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ඉන්දියාව එක්ක වැඩ කටයුතු කරන්න. ඉන්දියාව ශීඝ්‍රයෙන් දියුණු වෙනවා. අපිත් ඒකට එකතු වෙලා යනවද නැද්ද? ඒක තීරණය කරන්න තියෙනවා. දැනටම පළවෙනි පටන් ගන්නේ කෘෂිකර්ම නවීකරණ වැඩසටහන. ඇයි මේ රටේ ආහාර පිට රටින් ගේන්න ඕනේ? ඇයි අපේ රටේ ආහාර වගා කරන්න බැරි? දැන් අපි තමයි තේ වගා කරේ. මොකක්ද දුන්නේ? වියට්නාමේ දැන් තේ වගා කරනවා. එහෙනම් අපිට මේ අභියෝග වලට මුහුණ දීලා ඉදිරියට යන්න තියෙනවා.
විශේෂම රටක් විදියට රාජ්‍ය සේවය පිළිබඳව හැම වෙලේම
Chairman of COPA Lasantha Lagiyawanna emphasized the importance of responsible financial management and urged everyone to actively contribute to President Ranil Wickremesinghe's vision of transforming the country into a developed nation by 2048. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena, Speaker Mahinda Yapa, Deputy Speaker Ajit Rajapaksha, Chief Organizer of the Opposition Lakshman Kiriyalla were present at this occasion.
The Prima company has informed its island-wide distributors that the price of a kilogram of their wheat flour product has been reduced by 10 rupees. The price reduction will come into effect from today. A kilo of wheat flour is distributed for the production of bread items at the wholesale rate of 210 rupees. The retail price of the product in the market is at 230 rupees. A kilo of milk brand wheat flour is issued to distributors at a rate of 200 rupees, and the price of the product in the retail market is also 200 rupees. The company distributes a kilo of green wheat flour at a wholesale rate of 205 rupees, while the retail market price is at 225 rupees.
The 7-member expert committee appointed to inquire into the incidents occurred in hospitals in recent past convened at the Health Ministry today. Reports have indicated that discussions were held over the investigation process pertaining to the incidents. The Health Services Director General appointed the experts committee under the instructions of the Health Minister. The committee is expected to hand over the report within 3 weeks' time. Several deaths were reported from various parts of the country after receiving anesthetic and antibiotic medicine in government hospitals. Meanwhile, the head of the epidemiology unit, Dr. Samitha Ginige, while speaking at a media briefing held in Colombo today, said that public should not inflict fear over the vaccines of the childhood immunization program. Head of the epidemiology unit, Dr. Samitha Ginige, said that the public should not inflict any unnecessary fear over the quality of the vaccine. He said that this is the time and the same vaccine which had been administered in the last 5 years. He said that around 500,000 vaccines have been received and more than 200,000 have been administered. He added that another 21 children were administered with the same vaccine on the same day of the incident. Therefore, he urged that the public should not inflict unnecessary fear over the vaccine.
ඒකේ ඉතාමත් නරක ආනිශංස අපට එනවා මොකද මේ එන්නත් කරන හින්දා තමයි 100 ගාණක් ළමයින්ගේ මරණ ලංකාවේ වළක්වලා තියෙන්නේ.
Government Medical Officers Association said that the removal of the minister from the post would not be the solution for the pertaining issue. Secretary of the GMOA, Dr. Harita Aludge, said that certain entities believe that this issue can be resolved by removing the line minister through a no-confidence motion. He pointed out that the issue has been moved beyond that point, where the removal of the minister would be futile. Therefore, he pointed out that the issue pertaining to the NMRA should be resolved despite who holds the ministry.
Minister Keheliya Ramakwala says organized efforts are underway to disrupt the free health service in the country. He said that the series of incidents occurred pertaining to pharmaceuticals is similar to the gas cylinder explosions occurred in the recent past. The minister made these remarks while responding to a query raised by the opposition leader in the parliament today. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa said that the present devastating situation has been created after deliberately introducing substandard medicine to the market due to fraud and corruption. Minister Keheliya Ramakwala said that the medicine which caused the death of a female youth at the Peradeniya hospital was administered to 16 other patients in the hospital during that period. He said that a respective laboratory in this regard is not available in the country at present, and the ministry is seeking for a public-private partnership to set up a lab considering the high costs. The minister indicated that out of 145,990 vaccines in hospitals, 79,260 vaccines have been administered at present. He further said that when the National Medicine Regulatory Authority receives 5 dossiers, they tend to reject 4 and approve 1, which would increase the price of the medicine arbitrarily during the tender process. He added that as the minister, he managed to end this practice, which is why he has been targeted over this issue.
Cabinet spokesman Minister Bandula Gunawardena says it is the responsibility of all citizens to avoid any conflict with the country providing loans and assistance to Sri Lanka. Now, speaking at the media briefing held to announce the cabinet decisions today, the minister said that suspicions have raised over possible conspiracies and entities involved in initiating such conflicts. Minister Bandula Gunawardena said that the controversial issue pertaining to the Swiss embassy worker unfolding during President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's period, and it was proven as a false accusation. He said that the gas explosions was another campaign maintained in the media. However, he added that this issue too has come to a halt since there is no adequate media coverage on this matter. He said that the truth pertaining to the medicine will also be revealed through the committee appointed by the health minister. He also said that the countries involved in pharmaceuticals set up and maintain a standard for their medical and vaccine products.
විසින් විශේෂ අවධානයක් යොමු කළා. ඒ ආදාළ සත්‍ය රටේ ජනතාවට පැහැදිලි කිරීම සඳහා සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශයේ විද්වත් කමිටු හරහා කටයුතු කරයි. ඉන්දියානු රජය ලංකාවට පමණක් නෙමෙයි ලෝකයේ බටහිර රටවල් ඇතුළු විවිධ රටවල් වලට ඖෂධ නිෂ්පාදනය කරලා අපනයන ආදායමට ඉහළ අගයක් එකතු කරන රටක්. ඒ රටේ ඖෂධවල ප්‍රමිතිය පිළිබඳ වගකීමක් තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ඉන්දියන් රජයත් ලංකාවේ ඉන්න බලධාරීනු බාල ඖෂධ ඉන්දියාව නිපදවනවා කියන ලේබල් එක අලවන්න පුළුවන් කමක් ඇති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද බාල ඖෂධ නිපදවනවා නම් ඉන්දියාව අනිත් රටවල් ගන්නේ නැහැ.
The minister also made remarks over the present economic situation in the country. The minister said that the country is not proceeding ahead with debt repayments at present and receives assistance from various entities. He rejected claims that the country would be in turmoil when the government has had to facilitate the debt repayments in a few months. He said that in the last year, close to $2 billion have been facilitated as foreign debt installments for multilateral creditors.
Road Development Authority says social media and mass media reports which claim that 280 million worth nails have been removed from the new Kalani Bridge are false and baseless. Its Director General LVS Veerakon said that no theft of such scale had occurred as publicized. Director General of the Road Development Authority LVS Veerakon said that the nails of the bridge cannot be removed as special equipment is required to remove the nails. He added that even with the equipment, a few days will be taken to remove one nail from the bridge. He said that the panel boards, CCTV camera cables, power cables, down pipes have been damaged which are under the bridge. He also pointed out that damages have also been inflicted to the Katnayaka Expressway. He said that necessary steps have been taken in this regard as a special police unit has been established under the bridge. Also, he said that the police have taken initiatives to inquire into the sale of the stolen equipment and materials.
Minister Bandula Gunawardena says the Criminal Investigation Department is conducting an inquiry into the incident over the theft of equipment and materials of the new Kalani Bridge. The minister made these remarks while responding to a query raised by parliamentarian Dayasiri Jayasekara in the parliament today. Parliamentarian Dayasiri Jayasekara said that the bridge was opened on the 27th of November 2021 and reports have arisen that more than 280 million worth nails have been removed from the bridge. Accordingly, he said that even if 100 nails were to be removed per day, still 21 years would be taken to remove all the nails as indicated in the report. He added that drug addicts have to remove 1,300 nails per day, with each being close to 5 kilograms in weight.
21ක් යනවා ගරු ඇමතුමා මේ ඇන ටික ගලවන්න. දින 599ට කුඩ්ඩෝ ඇන ගැලෙව්වා නම් දිනකට ඇන 1300ක් ගලවන්න ඕන. ඔබතුමා මොකද්ද මේ සම්බන්ධව කියන්නේ? ඇත්තටම මෙහෙම ඇන ගලවලාද නැත්නම් ඇන හයි කරේ නැද්ද? නැත්නම් ඇන තිබුණ නැද්ද? සා ඒකත් එක්කම අර පණු කරද ගහට මොකද්ද උනේ? කවුද මේක පණු කරද ගහක් ගැලෙව්වේ?
මෙතුමාගේ මේ සංඛ්‍යා
Minister Bandulu Gunawardena said that the parliamentarian has presented the calculations based on newspaper reports and not based on ministry statements. He said that the relevant losses have been complained to the police in order to conduct investigations in this regard. He said that special security measures are underway for the protection of the bridge. The minister said that a report in this regard would be tabled in Parliament within this month.
කියන්න තියෙන්නේ කැබිනට් බණ්ඩේට දැනුම් දුන්න.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe will undertake an official visit to India on July 20th and 21st.
The President will engage in this visit at the invitation of Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. The visit takes place as both countries celebrate the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations this year. During the visit, President Wickremesinghe is scheduled to meet the Indian President Draupadi Murmu and hold bilateral discussions with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other Indian dignitaries on a range of issues of mutual interest. The visit is expected to further advance and consolidate the long-standing bilateral relations between the two countries. India-Sri Lanka Joint Committee on Passenger Transportation by Sea held a virtual meeting recently. The discussions focused on resumption of ferry services between the two countries, connecting mutually agreed points. Both sides agreed that resumption of ferry services will boost regional trade and tourism and promote stronger people-to-people ties. President Ranil Wickremesinghe says he has already presented the best proposals to resolve the issues pertaining to North and East people.
The President said that the Tamil Party leaders should take the decisions whether to implement these proposals or not. President Wickremesinghe made these remarks during a discussion held with Tamil parliamentarians representing North and Eastern provinces in the Parliament today.
The 13th Amendment, constitutional amendment to safeguard full powers of the Provincial Council, exception of police powers. Also to include specific functions subject to agreement among political parties in Parliament, because unless you agree we won't have 2/3. We have to make an exception for police powers, but all other issues we can take up. Not only government and the Tamil members, but we'll have to get the other parties in opposition to agree so that we have 2/3. The whole issue of how divisional secretaries are to be appointed, we'll bring a bill on that. Then we have said a bill which will enable the provincial councils to exercise all their powers on the education list, Schedule 3, especially establishing provincial boards of education. Then also bill to establish provincial boards for vocational and technical training, bill to empower provincial councils to establish universities. The total of the education sector, most of it will then come to the provincial councils. To bill to empower provincial councils to undertake agricultural modernization and all agricultural grassroots services. So let's have one bill which goes there and the central government makes national policy. Then how it is to be implemented in different provinces, you have to make out, for instance, a bill to establish provincial tourism promotion boards. Then under the Industrialization Act, any industry with over ₹1 million is of national importance, will bring it to 250 million rupees. So all the small and medium enterprises will get covered by the provincial councils, and a bill to establish the district development councils. Some of the subjects and functions devolved to the provincial councils are still administered under the central government. Legislation may be required to ensure that such subjects come under the purview of the provincial councils. The consequent production of green hydrogen and ammonia. Availability of green hydrogen will increase the attractiveness of the Port of Colombo. You supply the green hydrogen to the Port of Colombo and Trincomalee for shipping in about another 10-15 years time. A Poonery in Newtown should be the center for the renewable energy economy. Water for the North program, we have the Poonakareen tank, Rio for Jaffna, the small tanks renewal program, development of the Vavuniya and Palali airports. If Trincomalee develops, we have to also develop the Vavuniya airport as a backstop. Ferry service connecting northern province and South India. We want to have investment promotion zones in KKS, Parantan and Mahankulam. One is developing tourism in the northern province, Jaffna, Mannar, developing cruise tourism including the Mannar Fort, the islands, the KKS port and Vedamarachi, promotion of coconut cultivation in Vanni, promoting Jaffna as a university town.
Inland Revenue Amendment Draft Bill has received the Attorney General's clearance. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal to publish the bill in the Government Gazette and to submit it to the Parliament consequently. The proposal was presented by the President. Cabinet approval was granted to introduce amendments to the Inland Revenue Act to facilitate the local debt optimization process. The bill prepared by the legal draftsman accordingly. The financial viability and sustainability of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board should be confirmed in order to achieve the objective of expanding access to safe water and sanitation, improving the quality of service and sustainable use of water resources. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the revision of charges that minimizes the impact on low-income groups and the social security base provided in connection with educational, religious and public water supplies. It has been found out that the provisions of the Prisons Ordinance are not sufficient for the prison needs. Moreover, certain provisions of the ordinance are not in compliance with the international legal obligations and standards. The Law Reforms Committee appointed by the then Justice Minister has prepared a preliminary bill for this purpose. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal to advise the legal draftsman to prepare a new prison administration bill based on the prepared preliminary bill.
Political parties are conducting their electoral meetings in various parts of the country at present. The United National Party electoral meeting of the Taldenia electorate was held yesterday with the participation of party chairman MP Vajra Abewardena. The National People's Power established the Pussa Lakagala Public Council yesterday. Former MP Bimal Ratnayaka was present at the occasion. The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramula electoral meeting of the Gampa electorate was held yesterday with the participation of MP Mahindananda Alutgamage. The health condition of the wounded Agbo elephant is now in a serious level.
However, the Wildlife Department has indicated that the veterinarians are continuously providing treatments for the tusker. The treatment for the Agbo tusker began on the 12th of June. The wildlife veterinary officers have treated the tusker in 13 occasions since then, amidst many difficulties. The Wildlife Department has said that adequate stocks of medicine are available for the treatment of the elephant, and the wildlife officers have deliberated that the tusker should not be sedated, considering the large size of the animal. Even though the tusker is slightly recovered from the treatments, the elephant is yet to come out of the prevailing serious condition. Environmentalists have pointed out the need to alter the treatment methodology in order to avert any danger to the life of the elephant. They have further indicated that an experienced permanent team of experts should be appointed over the treatment methodology and should direct attention over the possibility to treat the tusker in another location. Sri Lanka's first ever Holy Quran memorization competition was held in Colombo yesterday.
The event was organized by the Saudi Arabian Embassy in Colombo and the Department of Muslim Religious and Cultural Affairs. The aim of this competition is to emphasize the importance of the Holy Quran to the Muslim community. Saudi Arabia organized local and international Holy Quran memorizing competitions. The winners of the competition received prizes at the ceremony. The event was attended by Speaker Mahindayapa Abewardena, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to Sri Lanka Khalid Hamoud Al-Katani, Islamic Religious Coordinator at the Saudi Arabian Embassy in New Delhi, Khader Al-Anazi, and Minister Vidura Vikramanayaka.
memorization of Quran by Muslims is a very important thing. And the relationship that we have had with the Muslims in Sri Lanka had been very cordial, and it had gone to the history beyond our knowledge. So that way we have been living very peacefully and harmony all lifelong years of our country. And also I must thank the Embassy of Saudi Arabia to take part in this issue and encouraging our Muslim youth to memorize Quran by themselves. Al-Quran, now you have started. This is the first time that I came into a situation where into a function like this, and so I am very happy that you have thought about it and you have got all your young children to study this Holy Quran in depth and memorize what it has been said for you to follow. So that is very important. And Saudi Arabia and Sri Lanka is also, we had a very long-standing friendship, long-standing relationship and long-standing business relations also. So therefore, Saudi Arabia had been very closely associating with Sri Lanka, and even the Sri Lankan people is also very happy to deal with Saudi Arabian Brotherhood and also the Muslim Brotherhood of Sri Lanka.
Minister Jeevan Thondaman says the National Water Supply and Drainage Board faced critical challenges and the increase in water tariff was necessary to solve those challenges and ensure that all Sri Lankans would continue to have access to clean drinking water.
The minister also said that a cabinet paper has been passed to commemorate 200 years since upcountry Tamil workers migrated to Sri Lanka from India and who have been contributing to the national economy in various ways since then. He expressed these views today during a press conference themed Collective Path to a Stable Country held at the Presidential Media Centre.
The 200th year of upcountry workers coming into this country as indentured labour. So with regards to that, we have passed a cabinet paper to, number one, not to celebrate but to commemorate the 200th year of indentured labour, which is the upcountry workers coming in. Next month, we would be forming a committee to invite guests from various different countries who are in one way or the other related to upcountry or the Indian Ocean identity, or more or less a marginalized community. And we would be giving you further updates on that. The intention behind this program is to show the public and the rest of the country that we have come so far, but still we have a long way to go. And apart from that, we also have the formation of the Presidential Task Force on the Reintegration Committee of Upcountry Community into Sri Lankan society. So for this task force, we have not selected individuals who are affiliated to any parties, but rather we have selected young individuals who are from upcountry, who have been part of the system, who are the children of estate workers, who have come out and have been able to shine in their field. They can be lawyers, doctors, teachers. We have got all of them on board, and we are looking to form the Presidential Task Force quite soon.
Foreign news on the other side of this break.
Katumi, Fantamai.
Typhoon Talim has lashed southeastern China and displaced 230,000 as large swaths of Asia reel from torrential rain and extreme heat. The storm has disrupted flights and shut fishing villages and coastal tourist spots, but has weakened on its way to Vietnam. It has reported that in Japan, some 60 people fell ill with heart stroke, while parts of China are seeing record high temperatures. Over in South Korea, the death toll from days of torrential rain and landslides has risen to 41. In Japan, Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea has temporarily halted some outdoor events and shows due to the blistering heat. Japanese authorities have also issued heat stroke warnings in 32 out of the country's 47 prefectures, as temperatures in many places rose to nearly 40 degrees Celsius.
Prima Katumi, Fantamai.
sports news tonight. Sri Lankan athletes who were victorious at the Asian Athletics Championship arrived in the country last night. They received a warm welcome upon their arrival at the Katnaika International Airport.
Sri Lanka showcased outstanding performances at the Asian Athletic Championships held in Bangkok. Sri Lanka won 3 gold medals, 2 silver medals and 3 bronze medals at the championship. This is the highest number of medals won by Sri Lanka at an Asian Athletic Championship. In addition, Sri Lanka placed 4th in the medals table, recording the country's highest ranking at the championship. Accordingly, Sri Lanka won gold medals in 800 meters women, 400 meters women and 400 by 4 meters men's relay events as well. Sri Lanka also secured silver in the 4x400 women's relay and 4x400 mixed relay events. Sri Lanka also won bronze medals in 800 meters women event, women's javelin throw and 1,500 meters women event.
Kutumi, Fantamai.
And with that, we wrap up tonight's English news on Rupavahini. I'm Kasani signing off together with Siobhan. Good night.